Hi, Collective. I'm an agent. Let's see what messages are coming in for you. Let's see. The Queen of Swords, a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. The Nine of Swords. The King of Cups. The Nine of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting. The Nine of Swords has been coming out quite a bit. And typically this energy comes out because it's coming from the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords is an energy where someone is just thinking about a situation instead of speaking out, instead of calling, texting. They're constantly thinking about a scenario or what they should do or what they should say in their head. So that it's basically a restrictive energy, keeping yourself stuck. Um, Refusing to really say what you need to say is the Eight of Swords. So with the Nine of Swords here, it is impacting someone's sleep. There's a lot of anxiety here. We have the King of Cups and we have the Nine of Cups. Okay, so this is interesting. You have two contrasting energies. You have ice, which is the Queen of Swords. You have water, which is the King of Cups. And then the King of Cups is faced the Nine of Cups, which I feel like some of you are going to be having a conversation with someone that's going to be drunk. I'm just going to come out and say it because they're nervous. They're nervous to have this conversation with you. They're nervous to tell you that they love you. They're nervous to tell you how they feel. There's so much love here. So this person may need to use liquid courage in order to be able to reach out because they know that this isn't healthy. They know that they need to say something. They know that it's only a matter of time before they like have a breakdown if they're not having a breakdown already. So this person could be using liquid courage. You're sober here with the Queen of Swords. So it's something about when they reach out to you, you're going to be sober. It's like you're ready as well. You already know what you're going to say. Now, this is not you, you know, you're not saying to yourself, well, if this person reaches out, I'm gonna be mean. No, no, no. Your hand is extended. As long as this person speaks their truth, as long as this person is respectful, as long as this person comes in with some sort of like humanity, you're going to be open to them. And they are because they're coming in vulnerable. This person's coming in humbled here. They're going to be coming in with some sort of compassion. They show up as the King of Cups in their emotion, but also for some of them, I feel like they might be a bit drunk or tipsy because it's like they need to take that shot right before they call you or text you and say, hey, can we talk? But they're nervous here. They get butterflies when they think about you. This person is like, I mean, just madly in love, madly in love. Tell me about the Queen of Swords. We have death. Wow. Okay, so this is everything is spiritual, but sometimes I'll read on the surface. So I'm gonna have to tap into the I'm gonna have to tap into what's beneath the surface. We have the death card here. So you are the transformer in this situation. So you're bringing in that scorpion energy, you're bringing in the energy of transformation, which is about death and rebirth. So I'm also getting where the universe is having you pass the final judgment. Um, Ultimately, however this person was treating you, which is ridiculous because we have the Three of Swords at the bottom of the deck. There could have been a love triangle here. This person could have broken your heart. ultimately the ball is in your court and the universe is giving you the sword to pass the final judgment. So making the final decision, given the final answer, it's about finality here because you're coming in with the death card. You've changed. You've gone through that transformation. Now, you could be the catalyst to create the transformation for this King of Cups. So, meaning whatever judgment, when I say judgment, is not judging, I'm talking about passing judgment, meaning it doesn't have to be that deep. It could just be, it is that deep, but overall, the conversation that you could have with this person may seem a bit surface, but it goes deeper than that. So, like for example, say if this person comes in and they say, "Hey, I still love you. I still have feelings for you. I still this. I still this." You may say, "I just want to be friends." That may ignite a transformation within that person's. You see what I'm trying to say? It doesn't have to be anything where you're giving them some sort of spiritual declaration. It could be something as simple as, well, I do have feelings for you, but I love you as a friend. I want us to be friends. That will ignite a transformation in this person because this person has always loved you, but they held back. And so that will be a lesson for them because the Queen of Swords and the King of Swords is also about passing judgment so that there could be a lesson. It's associated with justice, karma. So that will be a lesson for this person. The lesson is about holding back. The lesson is about not speaking your truth. The lesson is about not loving to the full extent when you have the opportunity to love. So with the Queen of Swords here in death, that's the transformation that you're going to ignite within this person because you're coming in as the death energy, meaning that you are in full control, meaning you can create something new or you can end it with this person. This person's also nervous about that because energetically, they know this. Energetically, they know that you hold the power. No, it's not about manipulation, it's just playing chess. You hold the power, you hold all the cards. They know this. They do. Because the death can essentially represent you saying yes or no. Do you still love me? No, I want to be friends. Can I see you? No, I think we're better off just talking over the phone. Can you give me another chance? No, I think I'm good. I wish you the best. I'm not upset with you. Or do you still love me? Yes, I love you. Do you want to be with me? Well, let's take our time. You see what I'm saying? You have full control. But this person, they're coming in with their tail between their legs, most definitely. Tell me about the Nine of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. I told you this person's nervous about telling you how they feel. We have the Two of Cups here, soulmate. Wow. This is major. This is major, major. Tell me about the King of Cups. We have the Knight of Pentacles. They're very cautious. They're very cautious because tell me about the Nine of Cups. They're very cautious. We have the High Priestess. They're cautious because they know how they are and they know that sometimes they say things in the wrong way. I would say a lot of the times. So their intuition is telling them that they need to come in relaxed. They need to come in cautious because they don't want to say the wrong thing because this person is not great with their words. That's what I'm getting. They typically kind of like say things at the wrong time or the wrong way. Tell me about the Knight of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Pentacles. See, this person's coming in with their tail between their legs. Knight of Pentacles and the Ten of Pentacles. But you know what? Excuse me. I'm not feeling this Knight of Pentacles energy. It's giving breadcrumbing. It's like it is this person coming in. making a declaration of love here. They're going to tell you that they love you most definitely, that they have, or they have strong feelings and emotions here. But with the Knight of Pentacles, they are going to be hesitant. Let's see why. I mean, they're hesitant, I feel, because they know what they've done, but they also know your worth and value, and that you don't have to go for someone like them. Now, they could be showing up as the Knight of Pentacles, and it could have something to do with their finances. It could be where they don't, maybe they have other responsibilities and they're not at the King of Pentacles level. But let's see, let's look at more of this. Let's see, tell me more about why is the Knight of Pentacles here? Okay, the Ace of Swords, the Hangman, the Ace of Wands. Gotcha. Okay. Okay, so the reason why they're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles is not because they're trying to breadcrumb you. Because anytime I see the Knight of Pentacles, it gives me breadcrumbing energy, which is the Five of Pentacles. Someone that's like dangling a carrot in your face, but really, it's just a wild goose chase, playing a cat and mouse game. But no, 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 no. They could have been like that in the past. I was weary about this energy. But no, in this case, this person, the reason why they're showing up as the Knight of Pentacles is because they recognize that you hold the power. And with the Ace of Swords, they don't want to waste your time and they don't want you to waste their time. So they want to know if you're open to starting something new with them with the Ace of Wands. And if you are, how's this going to work out? Because say you two live at a distance from one another. It could also represent where this person is feeling like maybe they have to be cautious because there's a possibility that you can meet someone new wherever you're relocating or whatever you're doing. Some of you are going into a new job opportunity. And so this person just wants to be cautious with just everything, I guess you can say. They want to move in a way where maybe let's take this slow. But overall, this person wants to be with you because we have the Ten of Pentacles. They want to commit to you. They just feel like it's going to take time for you two to get there. Now, distance could play a part, a role. It could be emotional distance, physical distance. But I'm also getting, as I stated, they recognize that you are the Queen of Swords or the King of Swords. You hold the power. And they know that perhaps you're not going to be fully open and invested in them like you were before. So with the Ace of Swords, this is something that they want to talk to you about, the possibility of what you two could have together here with this Ten of Pentacles. Tell me about the High Priestess. So they're not trying to come in and breadcrumb you. They don't want to be breadcrumb, perhaps. But not, they don't feel like you will because you don't have time. It's something about you showing up as the Queen of Swords, very busy. You don't have time for games. Tell me about the High Priestess. The Seven of Wands. Why is the Seven of Wands here? The Knight of Wands. The King of Wands. Now, I mean, excuse me, the Queen of Wands. You know what's okay? This person is also trying to block other people from having you. Okay, which I don't like that energy because it's it's gonna feel like, okay, whatever it is that you're creating and working on in your life, it's manifesting, it's gonna take you somewhere far in life. And so when this person comes in, it's going to feel like they're cock blocking. So it's going to feel like they're trying to all of a sudden tell you that they love you, and all of a sudden, wanting to build roots with you or create some sort of like get rooted and get grounded with you. And it's going to feel icky. That's why you're showing up as the Queen of Swords, though, highly intelligent, moving in a space of logic and non-emotion. So you're gonna feel like your intuition, you'll be like, I just feel like you're just trying to stop me from dating other people. It's like they don't want you to date other people, or they don't want other people around you. This person is trying to create some sort of cocoon or protective mechanism around you. They're trying to potentially stop other mates, because I feel like whatever it is that you're doing is going to put you in such a position or status to where you're going to be getting a lot of attention from males, females, whatever. And but you're intuitive enough to know that these people just want you just because. Like, you're not stupid. Like, you can recognize now when someone is playing games. You can recognize when someone is just coming in for a season, or they're inconsistent. It's something about this person trying to block those energies from coming towards you. Now, I'm not saying that this person is telling you that they love you all of a sudden because of this. It's just going to feel that way. It's going to feel like they're telling you that they love you all of a sudden, or that they want to get grounded and see where things can go with you and them. It's going to feel that way because it's the timing of it all. But that does not necessarily mean that that's why they're doing it. I feel like it's timing. Remember, I said that in this reading. I said this person has an issue with doing things at the wrong time, and it seems a bit off. That's why you have to be the Queen of Swords or King of Swords with this individual. You have to use logic. You have to just like look at things for what they are. You can't fantasize about it. You can't be in your emotional body. You have to just deal with them from a space of logic. But you're okay. I'm also getting to where you kind of feel like, do you need to block this person? Or you may feel like you need to block them because of this Nine of Wands energy, because you don't want them to feel like they can come into your life and then leave, and then come into your life and leave. Like, you're not interested in that type of energy. That's why with this Queen of Swords and Death, you're going to have a serious conversation with them and say, okay, like, look, what is this about? Like, speak your truth respectfully. All right, let's close this out. Tell me about Death. We have the Four of Wands. See? And then we have the Devil. Oh, wow. Tell me about the Devil. Tell me about the Devil. Page of Wands and the Five of Wands. Yes, someone is fearing other competition. This isn't you. This is this person that's trying to come in as King of Cups. They fear competition with you. They fear competition to get you. And it's creating this devil energy. So it's coming off as this person is willing to do whatever it takes to make sure people are not around you. You kind of felt this energy coming on. Tell me about the Five of Wands, the Ten of Swords. I'm also getting for some of you, okay, we got the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I'm also getting for some of you, this is specific, this part of the message. If you don't have children and you wanted children, and you maybe had a conversation with this person about having children at some point, or maybe you tried to have a child with this person, and it didn't happen or whatever, that is a part of it as well. This Four of Wands with the Devil and the Page of Wands, this person is like obsessed with trying to still have a child with you for the sole purpose of almost trapping you. I have to say it because we do have the Ten of Swords, trapping you in a sense of where they don't feel intimidated there, that there could possibly be other suitors or other people trying to fight for your attention. Now, not to say that a child will stop someone from moving on with their life. No, but that's how this person thinks, because they're kind of in this territorial, desperado type of energy. I'm not trying to call them desperate, but there's an energy of obsession and fear here with the devil that's causing this person to think, well, if I have a child with him, you know, um, that kind of eliminates the competition. I'll still have this upper hand because I'm the father, I'm the mother of their child kind of energy. Yeah, that's what I'm getting here. And again, that wouldn't stop you from dating if you got pregnant or got someone pregnant. That wouldn't stop you. But I'm telling you, that's where this person's mind is. But again, you're showing up as the Queen of Swords with death. So that means that you're coming in transformed and different, and you know this person's like persona, their characteristics, their MO. You know what they're about. You know how they're going to act towards you. You're not going to fall for their nonsense. But this is something here where they are obsessed with procreating with you for the sole purpose of feeling like they have some sort of upper hand. Because the Ten of Swords here is really giving like they're trying to trap you because they don't want other people around you. Another thing is with the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, very territorial type of energy, possessive. All right, let's get one more card for the Ten of Swords. The Ten of Wands. I just said territorial and possessive. Yeah. So why is the Page of Wands here with the Five of Wands? The Hierophant. Yeah, this is about this person establishing some sort of control, wanting to have a permanent spot in your life. So a permanent spot in your life is like, okay, we have a child together. So that means you got to talk to me, you got to call me, you got to do this, you got to kind of, you know what I mean? Very low vibe, but that's where this person will end up going if they feel some sort of like competition or intimidation. Is what I'm getting. All right, I'm gonna leave it here. Thank you so much for listening, and I'll talk to you soon.